Hello and welcome to question number 169. Let's do a slideshow for DevOps and SRE interviews. We're doing this series so you can be super prepared for your DevOps and SRE interviews. By the time you're done watching these videos and studying on your own, you should be good to go. Just a friendly reminder that I did some research, and these are the 15 topics that I came up with that are most important. The ones at the top are more important than the ones at the bottom, but even the ones at the bottom are not negligible. You still have to put some energy into learning about them as well. So today we're at number 6, networking, but also it touches on number 1, cloud/AWS. So it's a combination question. Okay, so it's a pretty simple question actually. It's kind of one of those questions you either know or don't, and it's not very hard to remember. So this should be an easy one, relatively speaking. The question today is: what's the difference between a private subnet and a public subnet in AWS? This applies to other clouds and general networking as well, but in this context, we're kind of talking about AWS. And what type of servers should live in either one? That's the question, right? So here the interviewer is looking for your knowledge about how you design subnets so that your servers are secured. Really, that's what this is all about, right? Okay, just a friendly reminder, Floyd Spencer is my career advisor. I'm not financially affiliated with him. I only mention this because getting his help and the first 1 hour sold completely free, no strings attached, can be so beneficial to anybody who's in the job market today. Okay, back to the answer. So there are a few differences. The public subnet has access to public internet. That's why it's called public. Private subnets do not. That's the big difference. And the way it works is the public subnet will have what's called an internet gateway attached to it. Essentially, it's a firewall that lets you access the internet, right? Using not using a NAT. NAT is how you get the private servers to talk to the outside world. Anyway, I kind of jumbled that one up. So in a public subnet, you have an internet gateway. That's how it gets access to the rest of the world. In a private subnet, you will have a NAT gateway so that you can go out, but nobody can initiate a connection to the private subnet servers. The servers in public subnet must have a public IP, and in the private subnets, they may or may not. Generally, they do not. So that's one of the other differences. If it's not clear already, your web servers should be living in the public subnet where people from outside, clients from outside, can initiate a connection and get connected to one of your web servers. Things like database servers or anything that do not need to be in a public subnet by default should be living in a private subnet. That will make everything else besides your web servers super secure. So because one, they cannot get to the servers on their own. Also, the communication is through NAT gateway, so it's a lot more secure that way. Okay, I think that's about it. If you have further questions or if you have topics you want me to cover, you can find me on LinkedIn. I will do my absolute best to help you as much as I can as time permits, or you can just leave a comment below. And if you're benefiting from these videos, please subscribe. This is nothing for you, but it's a game changer for my channel. All right, have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.